Here's how the mindset ceiling shapes your strategy. You'll unconsciously create offers that feel safe and feel secure, that you feel that people will actually buy, but they're not magnetic. You're not fucking lit up by them. You're not excited by them. You're not delighted by them. And if you're not excited about your offer, why would your ideal client be? People are buying your energy. They're buying your conviction, your enthusiasm. I've been running my Posse membership for over 4 years, but I'm not bored with talking about it because I'm excited, because I know what results you are going to get by being in there. I know how fucking good it is. And if you don't have that feeling because maybe you're charging too little or you're really dependent on external validation for letting you know if it's good, meaning we're in big trouble. You build systems that support survival and not scaling. I used to get so frustrated in building both of my businesses. When things weren't working, it hit a plateau. I felt like I was doing all the things and then I was going backwards, or I wasn't growing at the rate I know I should with how much I deliver. And I always would think it was something more that I needed to do. It was a different strategy. I needed to do more activity. I needed to talk about this more. And I would bang my head against the wall as someone who is a business marketing and sales strategist going, WTF. And the thing that changed the game for me and continues to do so over and over again is not necessarily the strategy. I'm not saying that's part of it. It's the subconscious mindset ceiling that you are likely hitting. We all do it. It's an invisible upper limit on how much success, money, or even ease you're willing to let in, even when you say you want more, even when you're manifesting more, even when you know you're worthy of it. And the wild part, you have no freaking idea when you're doing it. You'll just keep tweaking your offers, rewriting captions, working on your brand voice while avoiding the real deeper work, which is expanding your capacity to receive what you say you want. So if you've been stuck at the same income level, you're feeling frustrated lately, something is off, you're drained, even though you feel like you're doing all the things, let's talk about the real reason why you're not scaling and what it takes to break through that self-imposed subconscious glass ceiling. What up, my people, my posse, my fellow crazies? It's your host, Tiffany Carter, and this is the show that is going to help you grow your business, your bank account, that big, beautiful brain of yours, your mindset, your relationships, and everything in between. Well, this is episode 700. Like, how in the hell did we get here? That's wild. 700 episodes. I'm so appreciative of all of you, my OG listeners, my new listeners, those of you who spread the word about the show and share the show. It really means the world to me that we've been able to expand this show to being a top 5 show in over 57 countries and growing. And I'm doing a special giveaway. You guys are going to be shook, especially if you've always had a vision, a desire to meet me in person. I am a keynote speaker at the upcoming She Leads Live conference here in Los Angeles on April 25th. It's a Friday. And I am giving away 7 tickets to come to this incredible event that is geared towards female entrepreneurs. And the cool thing about this event, it's like fits my style, right? It's like raw, real, honest, actionable. And so the people who are there, it's not like a look at me fest. It's more of a how can we do this better together event. And so all you need to do in order to participate in this giveaway is take a screenshot, take a video of this episode, share it in your social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, tag me at ProjectME with Tiffany. You can share a video about what you love about the show, what you loved about this episode. And then I need you to write a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts. If you don't know how to leave a review on Apple Podcasts, you can ChatGPT it, you can Google it. And if you're not an Apple listener and you listen on Spotify or YouTube, that's okay. You can tap the 5 stars on Spotify Spotify and leave a comment on this episode. And then on YouTube, you can subscribe and leave comments on the episode as well. And then I will be selecting 7 of you. It's the first 7 of you who do it. So the odds are you take an action and you do this, you are going to get a free ticket to this incredible conference. And then I will make sure that you get the DM with all the stuff. You'll get a picture with me, a video with me, a hug from me, and you'll also be able to learn all the incredible things that are going down at this event in Los Angeles on April 25th at the She Leads Live conference. And I'll also be on the PR panel. So you will be learning from former journalists, current journalists on how to pitch yourself to be on podcasts, to be on TV, to be in press. And we will be literally teaching you how to do this so that you actually get the attention of the media and it works. And so I'm really excited for that panel for y'all to be able to learn how to actually do this because there is a finessing to it and a technique. Let's dive right into it. What is a mindset ceiling? So this isn't just about like limiting beliefs, okay? It's this invisible upper limit that you've placed on how good life and business are allowed to get. This truly applies to any area of your life, personally or professionally, but I'm keeping the focus of this episode on money and on your business because I know that is something that right now you are wrestling with, you're struggling with, you keep going, what the hell am I doing wrong? You're on the hamster wheel. You're ruminating about it, overthinking about it, overanalyzing about it. And I need to get you out of that wasted energy and get you into true action that's going to get you the results you want. So you're growing, but only within the bounds of what your nervous system and subconscious believes is safe. If your body and your brain don't feel safe in your growth, even if you're manifesting it, even if you're praying about it, even if you're longing to have that big visibility online, to have a podcast like mine that helps millions of people all over the world, to be able to get to $10,000 a month, 50,000, $1 million a year, wherever you're at. And there are things going on beneath the surface saying, this is dangerous. We're going to have to sacrifice this. People might abandon me if I get too big. If I make that much money, people will come and sue me. There'll be so much work I'm going to have to do in order to make that much money. And I don't want to have to do that much work because I'm already feeling burnt out and so on. So this ceiling forms from early success conditioning, trauma, past failures, environments that you were in, whether it was in your control or not, where thriving wasn't normalized. It wasn't celebrated. It wasn't even encouraged. And there's so many nuances for each person. Like the private clients that I work with, I make sure that yes, while we're prioritizing having fresh cash coming into your business consistently, otherwise we don't have a business, okay? Like that is the main focus of my 2-month private business coaching program, especially my new entrepreneurs that I take in that program. My established entrepreneurs, there's cash flowing, but there's a bottleneck. They don't like how they're generating the money. They're having to constantly do live launches, or they are launching, but they're not getting the volume of people in their programs. They have too much going on. It feels scattered. They feel like they're having to really grind for it, and it's not sustainable, and it's not really feeding into the lifestyle that they're wanting. While we do strategy and we do customized messaging and customized profitable content plans and all of that stuff, which is important, simultaneously, I have to go beneath the surface several layers of your subconscious conditioning around success, around money, around what you want, because no matter what strategy I give you in all of my proven techniques and all of the things, you cannot out-strategize a nervous system and a broken mindset that is still stuck in that operating mode of, this is dangerous to have what I want. I believe it's possible, but this could end badly for me. Or I'm going to have to trade this. I'm going to have to do something I don't want to do in order order to get this. There's going to be a consequence to having what I want. And it can go back to even early childhood where you wanted dad's attention and dad was working so much innocently. This doesn't mean you have to have a highly dysfunctional, toxic childhood like I did. It can be something innocently happening with your caregivers. Like one of my clients who shared on the show, Colette, her mom was dying. And so the whole family was all around managing, the heavy emotion of mom could die any day. And then she felt the pressure in order to keep everyone happy and the spirits high. And then she became a people pleaser. And then she has this pending doom that became familiar from her childhood that ended up impacting her in other areas of her life, including her business as she got older. Like, well, things end. Good things come to an end. Good things come to an end unexpectedly. I have to people please in order to get X, Y, and Z. And so therefore, I don't want to be more successful and more visible and have more money because then I'm going to have to people please on a level that I don't have the energy for or the bandwidth for. That's how deep this goes. And by avoiding this work, you are avoiding all of the abundance and the manifestation and the money that you're wanting to have happen, even though you might not even realize until this episode today that this is something that's happening. So here are some sneaky signs that you have hit this subconscious mindset ceiling. So your business feels stuck, even though you're doing everything right. It doesn't feel how it used to feel. You don't feel lit up by it. You've lost a lot of motivation. You're kind of dragging ass. You are even feeling resentful about having to show up for your business. You even have some like low key like annoyances with people in your audience. Another one, and this is mine, okay, well, that's a big red flag for me that something is going on beneath the surface. I get into comparisonitis. I start comparing. I get judgy Judge Judy about other people who are in a similar industry or similar business model. Like, oh, why is that working so well for them? Like, why does that seem to be happening for them? And then I'm not having this success in that same way or that same volume. And then I'm getting into this like icky energy around it. That's not good, but that shows that something is going on that needs to be addressed. So as much as like these signs I'm sharing with you, they're not good feelings. Pain is what propels us into getting our attention and taking action that is required. It's your own check engine light. Like, hello, warning sign, we got a problem here. Another sign, you're resisting raising your prices, even though you know you're over delivering. This brings up like that resentment, right? Like, God, look at all that I'm doing here. That's why inside my ProjectME Posse business and money coaching membership, which by the way, new member spring enrollment is open right now. I will be soon raising the prices for my first time ever for that membership. But as long as you're an existing member, you get to be grandfathered in at the current price, which is ridiculous. It's $100 a month to get live weekly trainings from me and other special guest experts, plus a membership portal with all of my courses, all of my workshops, all of my live experiences, all of my masterclasses, all in one space, plus the most dynamic land of the misfit toys crazy community of incredible entrepreneurs doing great things in this world that we have the most fun in. So you can go to projectmewithtiffany.com/Project Me Posse to get in there. But I noticed I was having that feeling around the posse. Like no one has group coaching style membership like this. It's because it's insane, meaning insane value for what you're getting and the output. And then I started feeling unappreciated for everything that you're getting. Most of these memberships are like $17 or $57, and you're getting only like a bunch of pre-recorded modules, or maybe you get one live thing once a month. And so I was feeling some type of way about it. And I go, okay, this is a sign, right? That I am over delivering. It's no longer feeling like a fair exchange, and I need to raise my prices. You underplay your expertise or wait for one more certification. I need to learn more. I need to do more. I need to get press. I need to be on more podcasts. So you're not feeling like what you have have to offer is enough, and you need some kind of external stamp on you in order for you to feel like you can get that next level of success or abundance. Oh, I need to know the right people. I need to be speaking on stages. I need this. I need that. I need to be with the cool gang. And it's bullshit. Sales slow down right after you have a bigger month. So it's a self-sabotage cycle. So you'll have a month where it's great, and then it goes down to where it's trickling, and then great, and then trickling. I call it feast or famine. And this is a huge red flag. It's not having the consistent, trustworthy, reoccurring income in your business. Talk about dysregulating your nervous system, because you having a dysregulated nervous system around money, safety, and security is likely familiar to you. So you subconsciously recreate that pattern in your business, the feast or famine, and it sucks. And when you come to me for private coaching, this is incredibly common. So I want you to know, whether someone is a new entrepreneur or someone is making even millions of dollars who comes in and they want me to help them scale to the 8 figures, this happens at any income level. It's just all relative, right? It could be that one month you're at 3,000 and then the next month you're making $500. You could have a month where you're at 500,000 and then the next month's at 50,000. It still is very dysregulating no matter what income level that you're at. My spring applications are open just for a little bit longer for my exclusive 2-month private business coaching program. This is the most exclusive way to work with me. So if you're going, well, what's the difference between the Posse membership and this? The Posse membership is group coaching. Okay. So you're not getting customized coaching where we are truly crafting your offers, your messaging, your launch strategy, your profitable content plan, how you share and showcase your offers, how you build your email list, how do we get you in front of more of your ideal clients and convert them into buying from you on repeat all throughout the night, so that you are making sales in all different time zones at all times, and have this system working and have deliberate offers that stack with one another, so that you have one person you bring into your world, but they're buying from you repeatedly versus you always having to try new people or get new people, right? Like that is what is so expensive in business. And this happens in the multi-billion and trillion-dollar corporations that I consult with. You're always looking for how you can increase the amount of money one customer is spending with you in your universe, because the amount of time and effort to get a new client, a new customer, is incredibly expensive in resources, time, energy, and money. You want to make sure whoever you bring in your universe is so thrilled, is so invested, is so encouraged, and really wants to invest more in themselves, and you're the person they want to do that with, that they keep showing up and buying the next offer and the next offer and the next offer from you. And that's what people do with me. You know, they will come into the Posse membership at $100 a month. And then they go, okay, I love what's going on here. And I love the group collaboration. And I love all the resources here and the accountability. But I need this customized. I can't keep just buying courses and doing group stuff and not having high level customization and high level accountability where all the focus is on me and my business and meeting my goals. Like I need to take that next level of investment. So the applications are in the show notes. You can swipe up and access them there. Please understand, this is the highest level way to work with me. So only apply if you're serious. This is a significant investment. It's nothing wild, but it is an investment that you will see pay off over and over again for decades to come, because you are getting a customized rinse and repeat process. So for every single thing that you launch, whether it's a podcast, it's a course, it's physical products, it's an online store, you're wanting to add in TikTok shop, okay? This is going to pay off for you. So I want to make sure that you're only applying if you're at that point where you're like, no, I need the holy grail. I want to be on the private jet with Tiffany and get there the fastest. And I'm tired of kicking the can down the road and fucking around. So you can swipe up, access it there. And then also the Posse membership's available. Most all my private clients are in both, by the way, because we can never have too much support and too much accountability from the right people. This is why I'm in group programs. I'm in a mastermind. I have private coaching. I have a therapist. I'm in a support group. The more qualified support that you have, you guys, your nervous system then relaxes more, feels more safe and supported and secure, which ignites your abundance mindset, which allows you to think creatively, which allows you to feel safer, to be visible and put yourself out into the world, which in turn pays off over and over again. So the other sign is you're busy, but you're not building wealth. You're just maintaining. You're doing all of the things. You have all these tasks that are happening. You feel like there's lots of stuff executing, but you're just getting the status quo. There's no real like fuck you money ending up in your bank account. And when I say fuck you money, I'm talking fuck you. I don't need to depend on any person, place, thing, job, or institution, or clients for that matter, for money ever again. You need to be stacking that cash in the bank, not simply just like affording your lifestyle or paying your business expenses. If that's not happening and you feel like you are taking a lot of action and expending a lot of time and energy, we got some subconscious work to do. Okay. So here's how the mindset ceiling shapes your strategy. You'll unconsciously create offers that feel safe and feel secure, that you feel that people will actually buy, but they're not magnetic. You're not fucking lit up by them. You're not excited by them. You're not delighted by them. And if you're not excited about your offer, why would your ideal client be? People are buying your energy. Yes, they're buying like they need to know what they're getting, but they're buying your conviction, your enthusiasm. I've been running my posse membership for over 4 years. I have had my 2-month private business coaching program, I think, for 5 years now. I mean, I just take only 4 private clients at a time now, but I'm not bored with talking about it because I'm excited, because I know what results you are going to get by being in there. I know how fucking good it is. I am lit the fuck up by it. And if you don't have that feeling because maybe you're charging too little or you're really dependent on external validation for letting you know if it's good, meaning how many people are buying, how many people are talking about it, how many testimonials you have, we're in big trouble. You build systems that support survival and not scaling. This is when your ass is playing cheap with your business. I did this with my first business. And if I'm being really real, and I don't like admitting this because it's cringy, but I'm human just like you. Doesn't matter that I am an expert in this area. I did this with the podcast. I was hiring people that I knew would execute and get the job done, not people who were more top tier and excited about elevating the show and challenging me to expand the show. And then what happens, right? Then your show flatlines. Then you've wasted all of that time when you could have been growing, and instead you're just staying stagnant. And then that affects your mindset. And then that even affects how the team is feeling about all of the things. And that's being cheap, right? Like hiring people who are good enough instead of stretching yourself and being a little scared and investing a little more. You know, it's your asses who are buying things like courses. I have courses, but that's all you're doing. You're toe dipping. And then you're saying stuff to yourself like, well, once I bring in an influx of cash, or once I have another high month, or things are tight right now, I don't want to spend the money because I'm not bringing as much in at the moment. You hire me to change that. You sound insane. You know, that's like saying, oh, I'm not going to start Pilates. I'm not going to start weightlifting until I feel leaner, until I feel stronger, until I feel like I have more, confidence in my body. Like, what? No, you have to do it. You have to do the action before the cookie comes. And I've been this insane too, okay? Your content stays helpful, but not powerful when you're not addressing this subconscious mindset stuff. So you're getting a lot of people who are like, you're so inspirational. That was so wonderful to hear, blah, 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 blah. You're getting all of that, but you're not getting people converting from your content, which is something we highly focus on, both in the posse and obviously customize inside my 2-month private business coaching program. So new membership for spring enrollment is open for the posse right now, and my applications will be closing soon for my private coaching. Swipe up, book Both links are in the show notes and in the description here on YouTube. You attract clients who reflect your ceiling. Take a look at what kind of customers and clients you're attracting right now. If you're attracting burnt out overthinkers, a lot of people in scarcity, nervous Nellies, people who are hesitant, they're overthinking, they're undercharging, they're really dysregulated, like attracts like. And it's not cute to admit. And why you doing more won't bust through it, like you forcing it and pushing it, and I'll just strategize and I'll just do this. Strategy without identity work equals burnout. I've already been there because you're trying to outwork a problem that's from within. You're trying to do external stuff to make up for internal work that needs to be done, and it just doesn't work. You cannot outwork a belief that says more money equals more problems, or too much success will isolate me because I'll be abandoned, or more success means me having to work more. Most people hire coaches for business plans. Okay. That's what you guys come to me for. I want to know what I need to do, strategy, this, that, and the other. But what you really need in addition to the strategy is feeling safe and secure to expand in how you see yourself and how you present yourself and how you put yourself out there. So here's how you make this shift from identity match to identity expansion. Ask yourself this question: who am I being in this version of my business? Because we want to know where you're currently at. Not to judge yourself, not to berate yourself, but where am I at? Because you can't attract $50,000 months, $100,000 months with a $5,000 self-concept. Not going to happen. Who do you need to be? Who is that $50,000 a month version of yourself? Who is that $10,000 version of yourself? What does she or he look like? How does he or she operate? What actions does he or she take? What kind of investments does he or she make? Because growth happens when you update internal identity to match the impact, income, and visibility you are wanting to manifest. It's not going to happen otherwise. You are needing a system update and upgrade if you're wanting to update and upgrade your results. This is why things like affirmations alone don't work. Okay, you need evidence and action that supports your new identity, and this is daily. This isn't a once a week thing. This isn't just when you're having like a great day and you're feeling really abundant. This has to happen regardless of if you feel like doing this work or not. Your growth isn't a fluke, it's just a floor. I see this happening with so many entrepreneurs who have seen success. I see it with my own private clients where we've gotten them from 0 to 10,000 a month, where I've gotten them, obviously with them executing, from $10,000 to $50,000 a month. And they're seeing the success. It feels amazing. They've quit the jobby job. Now their husband's not having to work. They've bought the house. They're experiencing the success and this expansion like nothing they've ever had before. And then they hit a ceiling at that. Or even it starts retracting and going backwards because they've stopped investing and having the support of coaching with me or other people or in other communities. Cause it's like, oh, I've gotten here. Now I can like just get rid of all the support and like save that money. That's like saying I can stop working out because now I've gotten my body where I want it to go and I feel strong. So now I can start eating crap and now I can start kind of like chilling. Well, you've all done that move before, and then the weight creeps back on. You start feeling like crap, and then it's so much harder to then get back to where you wanted to be in that goal position. Same thing with business is that you take your foot off the gas, you start removing all the people that gave you the support and gave you the support your nervous system needed and the strategy to get there. And then you're like, well, now I can do it on my own. It's a lie that your ego is telling you. I've done it before. If anything, you need to have more support and utilize more resources to continue to expand and to continue to grow. And so I've done this, you guys. It's not cute. This is why my most successful clients who work with me privately or our most successful students in the posse, they're in it for the long game. This isn't like 2 months and done. You have to do my 2-month program to start. That's a requirement. But then you can continue as long as you've done my 2 months, doing another 2 months, another 2 months. This is what I do with my coaches. It's like if they have a 3 month thing, then I do another 3 months. In the posse, we have people who've been in there for years. You don't stop the support that got you there. You continue the support that gets you there. And in fact, you also ask yourself, how can I have additional support? What other support do I need to make myself feel safe, secure, and supported and delighted to expand to the next level? And if you're not doing that, you need to include this into your new self-concept for your next level. This toxic gratitude thing, this is something that I see so commonly, especially with women. But I do see it in my male clients as well. My high emotional IQ, highly sensitive male clients, and I mean highly sensitive in a good way, like my empaths, intuitives. I should be grateful. Look at all I have. I should just be happy with this. And then maybe you have people in your life that reflect that to you. Well, when's enough's enough? You already have this. Shouldn't you just chill? You don't need to work so hard. I don't want you working all the time. And you can have people around you reflecting stuff that you're already thinking. And if you feel guilty about what you have or guilty about wanting more and start shitting yourself in that department, well, of course, your external reality is going to match that, right? So you got to check yourself. You get to have it be better and better. You get to have more and more and more. This doesn't mean anything negative about you. It's the opposite. It means that you're meant for more. It means that you're supposed to expand for more, because the more money you make, the more impact, the more visibility you have in the world, the more people you can help, the more good that you can do with that. And you deserve to be wildly abundant. There's no cap on the abundance for any of us. But fulfillment, ease, and overflow require letting your nervous system know you're safe to have more. You're safe to have more. It's not going to get ripped away from you because it feels so good. It's so much more vulnerable to sit in the space of pleasure and abundance than it is in worry and scarcity. Seriously, there are times when I sit here as I'm podcasting, maybe I'm journaling, I'm looking out at the ocean, hearing the waves, having the ocean air hit my face. I've manifested this. I don't have a book calendar. I can luxuriate all day. I'm planning an incredible trip that I'm going to be going on, and it feels so good, and I'm appreciative, and I can be grateful. And then I instantly go, am I missing something? And am I supposed to be doing something? Because it feeling like so easy, feeling so simple, it feeling so joyful, almost feels like I'm doing something wrong and I'm going to get in trouble, because this ties back to childhood. I wasn't allowed to really do anything easy. I wasn't allowed to rest and play. That wasn't celebrated. I always had to be earning my keep, like the Cinderella syndrome that I talk about. And we've also had a lot of propaganda marketed to us that, like, you've got to always be working, you got to always be hustling, you have to sacrifice in order to make more. And so I have a lot of that stuff come up too. And that's why it's so important to manage it. Otherwise, you slip into creating a self-fulfilling prophecy with that confirmation bias, where then all of a sudden some drama comes up. I get a text from someone who works with me. I find out tech is broken. I start creating work for myself, like manifesting it out of my space of pleasure. So being able to practice holding on to that pleasure state, the relaxed state, the abundant state, stay in that abundant zone as much as possible so you can build that muscle, which is why I do my guided abundance walks, which is why I have a morning abundance routine. I have an evening routine. Maybe you need a midday routine. Experiment with different things to flip the switch back into relishing in that abundance as much as possible and feeling safe in it. It's safe for me to feel this much pleasure. It's safe for me to feel this relaxed. It's safe for things to be easy and simple for me. It is safe for things to run smoothly. It's safe for me to trust that clients, that cash comes to me. It's safe for me to feel supported by Tiffany. It's safe for me to be in a community with other entrepreneurs that really have my back and trust that, like, there are people that want to see me excel and see me succeed lead and people who are going to cheer me on along the way. And I'm not going to get backstabbed and I'm not going to have to pay a price for it. And it's tough to do because you have collected since childhood confirming evidence of the opposite. But we have to just stack our evidence bank on the other side. Otherwise, you're going to keep seeking confirmation bias for these subconscious tapes that have been playing and so to speak, protecting you for a long time. But it's also preventing you from expanding. So what often served as a form of protection in some way is also the thing that is preventing us from getting what we want. So I'm excited to hear how you feel about this episode and you really sinking into and creating the identity of that expanded version of yourself and what that looks like, and taking a look at your current identity and how you're operating. And then you can switch into that upgraded operating system and really get yourself to show up and do that every single day. My private coaching applications for my 2-month program are inside the show notes, as well as the spring enrollment for my Posse membership. Take an action that is going to match that expanded identity of yours. And if that is working with me on a high level, even though it feels scary, even though it feels daunting, even though it feels unknown to you, you have to really ask yourself, well, what am I getting out of staying complacent? What am I getting around staying exactly where I'm at and spending more time figuring it out and trying this thing and see if it works and try that thing to see if it works and waiting to see if it changes in a few weeks and waiting for this to come in? It's like this waiting mode is keeping you from where you could be at so much faster. But only you can change that. Only you can make a decision that's going to get you out of the waiting mode and get you into the winning mode. No one else can make that move but you. If you want to participate in my special 700th episode giveaway, where you can have a meet and greet with me at the She Leads Live conference in Los Angeles on April 25th, where I'm giving a keynote speech there, and we can take videos together, do content together. I would love to meet you. Giving away 7 tickets to this event. All you need to do, and I will put these instructions in the show notes as well, is take a screenshot of this episode, do a video, have fun with it, share what you love about the show, share what you love about the episode, post it on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, tag me at ProjectME with Tiffany, leave a 5-star written review of the show on Apple Podcasts. You can also leave a 5-star review on Spotify. They don't have written reviews, but you can leave a comment now on Spotify. And then if you're a YouTube listener, make sure you subscribe on ProjectME TV on YouTube. Make sure that you're commenting in the comment section on the different videos, and that will be able to count. And the first 7 of you who do it are getting this free ticket and meet and greet with me. And I'm so excited to be able to meet some of you beautiful listeners in person in Los Angeles. I look forward to it. Thank you so much for making this girl's dreams come true and feeling so safe, seen, and heard with our incredible community of my fellow crazies. I love you so much. Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you.